This intro is being filmed with the lens in question, the Laowa 10mm f4 cookie lens on my Fujifilm X-T4 wide open. It is what it is. Yeah, there's a few things about this which really do intrigue me, but then I'm not completely convinced. So I'm going to take it down to London with me and get a few more sample shots and see how I feel about it. So let's crack on. Let's see what we get inside the box then. Flip it open. We've got a little quality certificate note there, guarantee card there. Nice flashy little product booklets there, kind of cool. We'll have a look at that after. Instruction manual. That's a big bag of silica gel this time, and a very, very small lens, which we're going to take a look at nice and close. We've got the snap cap, which I know some hate. Look, you can't get it in the middle. It's just too small, at least for me. So you're allowed to do it from that side. Stop moaning, people. Look at that tiny little thing. So it's runs from 10 centimeters to beyond infinity. We've got a clicked aperture ring from f4 to 22. Now, obviously, these rings, I mean, they're smooth enough. That's fine. That clicks nicely, but there's not a lot of real estate naturally down to the size of the thing. I mean, the mount is bigger, almost bigger than the actual lens itself. That really is dinky. We've got 5 diaphragm blades in there, 12 elements in 8 groups. Maximum magnification ratio of 0.15 times. Filter size 37 mil and a weight of around 130 grams. Costs about $339 in the UK. Is this dinky thing that frankly looks less and less like a cookie by the day for me. That or I'm just hungry. Yeah, I don't think I'll be eating it, but look at the size of that. That is kind of interesting, but is it worth bothering with? On the build front, all metal, feels good. Obviously going to be a bit awkward to use in the hands, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. We'll talk about it if necessary, but yeah, let's crack on with the samples. On the one hand, I do love the tiny size. It is great for traveling around, throwing in a bag and forgetting about until it's needed. I'm a big fan of traveling light, but in practice with this one, that means it's not that easy to operate. You saw how the manual focus and the aperture rings are, and for some that might be an issue. They are very well made and work pretty well otherwise, so it's not a complete negative for me. Just be careful. Let's get this out of the way. At times the image quality really is disappointing. Looking back at some of my images, it felt like I'd been shooting with a much cheaper lens. It is sharp at the center, but the edges are a lot messier, even after stopping down a bit. Wide open, vignetting is very present, which surprises me considering this starts at f4, and it's not that easy to correct in post due to a number of issues around the edge of the frame. You will encounter some purple fringing at times, but that can be corrected in post pretty quickly. There's also a bit of barrel distortion to work with. Again, you can fix it with 1 or 2 clicks in post. On the plus side, flaring and ghosting is generally okay. You do have to be careful, you know, with the sun pointing at the lens from the wrong angle, but otherwise, fair play, Laowa. I own the 9mm and honestly I'm in zero rush to switch to the 10mm. The 9mm is about a third bigger but still not a massive lens, and it performs much better. It lets in more light and it's a tad wider too. It does cost about £200 more or so, to be fair, but yeah, I'm a bit disappointed by the 10mm, which goes for around £399 in the UK, cheaper in the States at about £299. And it's a curious little thing. While it is well built, it's let down by less than ideal image quality and inaccurate scales, which we didn't go into as it might just be my copy. Now, I'm all for the intent of this lens. I do love the focal length and the size, give or take, operating it out and about. So yeah, there's absolutely no harm in trying this one. But for me, it didn't quite deliver. That said, you might enjoy it. It is a fun lens, and I get that too. So let us know in the comments below how you get on with it, and I'll see you very soon.